Hello everybody, this is Neil at Recyke Bike and Biker. I just want to take 10 minutes of your time today to just talk about a couple of things. Firstly, it's getting towards that time of year when you probably want to take a bit more notice and maintain your bike a bit better just for the wintry conditions that we're probably going to get very soon. Riding your bike in the winter is prone to problems purely just because of the weather, and that's typically with things that your bike picks up off the road surface. So if the road surface is particularly dirty or wet, or if it's been snowing, your bike will pick up so much more dirt off the road. So if you're riding your bike a lot, if you're doing a lot more commuting now, if you're trying to avoid public transport and you're on the road every day, it's worthwhile spending a bit of time, a bit more time hopefully, because you already hopefully spent time maintaining your bikes. You probably want to spend a bit more time just checking certain areas of your bike just to make sure that it's going to be okay to get you through the winter. It's the same old thing really. Things like tyres. Because there's so much more rubbish on the ground, typically in the winter, you want to be carefully checking the treads of your tyres. Tyres can pick up all sorts of rubbish, so it's worthwhile just spending a minute, 2 minutes, just checking the tread on each tyre. Just seeing if there's anything hidden in there. No one wants to be getting the lights on and cycling in the dark and suddenly get a puncture and having to fix that at the side of the road in the dark. So regularly, just check the surface of your tyre for any sort of sharp stones, little bits of glass that get embedded in there. Well worth doing. Next up, things like brake blocks. Your brake blocks and your wheels take a real hammering. All that rubbish that's on the road gets picked up by your tyres, it's thrown onto your rims, your brake blocks hit the rim and it just squashes all that nastiness into the metal of your rim. So you need to be checking the inside of your brake surface, you need to be checking the wear lines, how worn down the brake pad is. You need to be checking the inside to make sure there's no horrible bits of metal in there you can pick out with a nice little sharp pick. You need to be checking your rim. You know, make sure that if you have something like this line that's going all the way around is a wear indicator. You need to make sure that if you've got one, you can see it and it's very clear and equal all the way around. If you knew you had a wear indicator and it's starting to fade or it's almost gone, then unfortunately it's probably time for a new set of wheels. Moving on. Most importantly, bike chains. Bike chains are relatively cheap. This is a chain for a 6, 7 or 8 speed bike and they're retail for about £12, so they don't cost very much, but if you don't maintain this, it will cost you an awful lot in bike repairs because this will wear out your cassette on the back wheel, it will wear out your chain set. So replacing the whole transmission can be very expensive, but keeping your chain clean and keeping it replaced, maybe even 2 or 3 times a year, will save you a lot of money. Just like every other part of your bike in winter riding, chains get very dirty, and it's important to clean them and decrease them regularly. Try and keep your chains really clean. The more muck and the more oil that's on that chain, the more it will wear, and the more it will wear all the other components on your bike. So regular chain maintenance is crucial in this time of year. Now that brings me nicely onto the second part of this very short video, because we can help you with that. All those maintenance tasks. Recyke Your Bike have a crowdfunder at the moment. Our target, we're halfway there. So we're halfway there in the amount of days and we're halfway there in the amount of target. Our target is £5,000. And that crowdfunder is mainly to help us get through this winter period. This building is huge, it's great, and we can fit a lot of bikes in. But it is expensive to light and it's expensive to heat. So in the winter, our running costs get so much higher, but our earning potential through bike sales and servicing kind of drops off a little bit during the winter. So we've got a crowdfunder, and it's also been fund matched by the Northeast LEP, who will hopefully, whatever we raise, they will match. So if we raise £5,000, fingers crossed, they will double that and match that, so we'll get £10,000. So we're halfway there. We're on about £2,500 at the minute, but we've got some amazing rewards in there. So one of those rewards is a 90-minute COVID secure one-to-one session, probably with someone like me or James, the other mechanic. We can tailor a 90-minute session to you and your bike. So you can come in, you can give us a list of what you want to look at, what you want to learn, what you want to repair. So we'll book you in a time where it's nice and quiet in here. We put gloves on, we put face coverings on, and we do a 90-minute session purely focused on you and your bike, which is great for this time of year because we'll show you everything you need to be checking for winter riding. Those one-to-one sessions are £50. There's other things you can do. I've got a list here. Let's have a look. You could have those one-to-one sessions. You could help out. We have a long list of people who need a referral bike. These are bikes that we give away to the local community. So people who really could do with a bike in their life but can't afford a bike. Bikes like this in the stand here. We give these bikes away, but they actually cost us about £45 to create. So the mechanic hours to build them and double check them, the parts that we put on, and administrating the whole scheme of referral bikes takes about £45 a bike. So if you literally just want to help us provide these bikes, you can have a reward and spend £45 and we can give these bikes to people who need them. You can get bike discount vouchers. So I think the average price of one of our bikes is about £140. So I think we are doing bike discount voucher. So £130 bike you can get for £100. So what you're getting there is a fully refurbished bike with either a 1 month, 2 month or 3 month warranty on. New parts if they need them, all the other parts are checked for wear. So you're getting an amazing bike at a really good price. You could have things like a 30-minute Zoom or face-to-face question and answer session with a mechanic. So if you've got any issues, you've got your bike, you don't want a full-on one-to-one training session, but if you just want to have some questions answered, then you can have that. I'll put a link into the crowdfunder on the bottom of this video, and we'll also share it again on Facebook so you can see the link. But any help anybody can make with that crowdfunder would be really appreciated. Even if you just want to donate some money, just donate some cash, that'll help. But we really want to just try and get through this winter and keep our staff warm and keep the lights on so we can see what we're doing. So remember, keep on top of that bike maintenance in the winter. Keep checking those tyres, those wheels, those brake blocks, keep the chains clean and keep them oiled and keep them dry. Have a look at the link for the crowdfunder, and if you fancy one of those rewards, go for it. The one-to-one 90-minute training session is proving very popular. Myself and James can only fit a few in a week, so if you want 90 minutes tailored to just fixing your bike and make sure it's set for the winter, click on that reward. And I think that's it. It is 25 to 6 and I'm going to go home. Thank you very much.